Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Moonflower Tarot. So, the topic for today is how do men see you? And I know that it's a topic that people are interested in. However, this is going to be catering more towards my feminine energies out there because most of my viewers are feminine energies. However, you can flip the genders, however it resonates with you. And also, before I start with this topic, I just want to state that our society is set up so that the male gaze is considered important, but in my opinion, you shouldn't center your life or put most of your focus, whether you're feminine or masculine, on that kind of gaze, which is subjective and it doesn't really cater to everyone's needs, nor is it equal or balanced. But I'm gonna stop there. However, this topic is more so for experimental purposes, so hopefully you can enjoy it. If you don't, you can move on. And I do want to state a disclaimer before we start, especially with this topic, that all my videos and all my tarot readings, they are for entertainment purposes only. So you can take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. I really more so see tarot as a mixture of intuition. There's a bit of probability. I also see a lot of intuitive analysis involved, and it's really just meant to bring out your subconscious, and it's going to be different for everyone. So I just want to state that, and once again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so now I can start. So here we have 3 decks here, or 3 piles, 1, 2, 3. So depending on which deck you choose, you're going to be getting a different tarot deck, and each deck, as you can see, has a different little trinket on top. So pile 1, we have this cat brooch. Pile 2, we have this earring, and then pile 3, we have these red shoes on a keychain. So I'm going to count down from 10, and that's going to give you 10 seconds to decide between the 3 piles, starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you've made your choice, I'm going to go ahead and start with the first pile, and then I'm going to move the other 2 piles out of the way temporarily. Oh, whoops. Moving these out of the way. Okay, so pile 1, you have chosen this cat brooch here. It's sparkly, kind of glam. I'm getting some of that energy from you, actually, that some of you guys just right off the bat might have Aquarius or Leo in your astrology. For some of you guys, not all of you. And I'm also getting a lot of Jupiter as well, so Sagittarius, or just a lot of Jupiter energy. Okay, so let's figure out, so how do men see you? Let's see. Okay, so we have the Fool. Yeah, okay, definitely. I'm getting Sagittarian energy. We have the Moon. Also Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer for some of you, but once again Aquarius and Leo possibly as well, just intuitively I'm picking up. Next we have Temperance, Sagittarius again. So some of you guys might have Sagittarius in your moon, and then we have the Chariot. Okay, so okay, so I'm seeing for you guys, group 1, that men tend to see you as very adventurous. You might even like to travel. You like to explore new things. You like to try new things. Like you come across as kind of exciting, like you don't have a care in the world. However, you're very intuitive. And I think you're the type of person that when you see an opportunity and you feel intuitively like, okay, this is good for me or this is the right choice to make, you are the type to just go after it. I'm getting you kind of follow your own instinct. Like, I'm getting that you don't really follow the crowd. You are quite independent. You kind of just go, or what is it, walk to your own beat, as they say. Like, you don't really follow the crowd. I'm saying that you're the very unlikely to follow like a group of sheep. Like, if you were sheep, like, you're the type to just kind of do your own thing and then almost like optimize your life or improve your life sort of independently. And you are kind of like a mixed bag. I'm getting, especially with Temperance, the card of Sagittarius, and then the moon, what you present to the public is really different from what you are inside, or you have like many sides of yourself, or many different sides to you, excuse me. And I'm getting that, yeah, men definitely see you as being very adventurous. You are a mixed bag. I don't know if you've heard of the term manic pixie dream girl, but manic pixie dream girl, it's like that character in almost every movie. It's kind of like almost like a cartoonish, well, not cartoonish, but it's a caricature almost of a girl, like, if you've seen Garden State, or if you've seen I think it was called, that movie with Zooey Deschanel, was it called like 100 Days of Summer or something like that? Can correct me in the comments, but it's that girl who's quirky, she's fun, she's sort of mysterious. Like, you don't really know a whole lot about her in these movies, right? But Zooey Deschanel is like a really good example of the sort of that archetype of the way that men, I'm getting here, see you as an archetype of like quirky, you're independent, you don't really like follow the crowd, you might have an interesting way of dressing, you kind of you like stand out in a crowd because you're different, you're unique. And I'm getting a lot of Sagittarius once again, so you might have your moon in Sagittarius, but anywhere in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, even Mars sign. And for some reason I'm getting that some of you guys wanted to have thought about maybe acting or like being an actress or something like that when you were younger. Maybe even now, like, you could be pursuing that, or maybe you're an influencer. There's something to do with being either on a stage, or like you are either striving for, or you're already in a place where you sort of present yourself or your talents to like a large group of people. And with Temperance, I'm getting that you are really good at manifesting things to you through your talents. Like, you have a lot of hidden talents. I'm definitely getting that. And I think that men definitely see you as that sort of manic pixie dream girl, quirky, like, you're mysterious. It's very, like, they don't know what they're gonna get, and you're exciting, and you kind of like maybe drop in at the moment when they least expect you to appear, like that kind of thing. You're just very mysterious, very Sagittarian energy. You're very charming. You have I think you're kind of like a jack of all trades, so that's really exciting. So let's look at I have some Queen, I Am a Queen cards. I think that's what these cards are called, and I'm going to be drawing one to maybe get more insight on the way men see you. Okay, so here we have Queen of the Underworld. Oh my goodness, okay, I wasn't expecting, that's really interesting. Okay, so another thing I'm seeing with this card is that you definitely come across as very intuitive. Like, you might even dye your hair darker than the natural color. Maybe you have like dark hair and light eyes, or very like mysterious eyes. Actually, with these two in combination, you could have Scorpio in your astrology as well, so that, or just a scorpionic energy somewhere in your astrology, which would make you very mysterious and very, very magnetic. Like, I mean, this is like such a scorpionic energy, like this card, and it's like you are, I'm not gonna say like you're really tough, but you're definitely really independent, and you are very intuitive, and you kind of have this like cool girl sort of persona as well. I'm seeing here that you could even be, yeah, you could be kind of like a tough cookie, and that's why I think sometimes men might see you as, ooh, she's like intimidating, or, you know, she or he, you can flip the genders, so this is, you know, any gender, genderless reading. They might see you as, ooh, like she's really tough to crack, like she's tough to get to know, she's tough to approach. Maybe you might be a bit intimidating because you have like this tough girl, like you don't take any BS, but at the same time there's like that element of like manic pixie dream girl where you're like quirky and independent, and you kind of just like, if you've seen, oh my god, if you've seen Breakfast Club, like that girl who at first, like, you know, people tease her at first for being the bag lady, like that, honestly, that's the sort of persona that's coming across. And but there is like this charm to you. Like I said, like you're very, very mysterious. You're a mixed bag. Like nobody ever knows what you're gonna do next. You have all these hidden talents. Like there's this jack of all trades energy, and I think ultimately men see you as very exciting, but at the same time you can be kind of intimidating. And I'm getting that once you, if you feel like you're wronged, or you feel like someone took advantage of you or something, like you're the type, wow, like with the scorpionic energy, you're the type to maybe hold a bit of a grudge. Like I'm getting like this energy of like maybe men or yeah, like masculine energies that you've dated in the past might have been a little, not like afraid, but definitely just kind of like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't cross her because I mean, you're not necessarily gonna like slash their tires, but maybe they thought like, oh, she seems like she could hold a grudge. Scorpio energy. I'm getting some of you guys might have Moon in Scorpio or Mars in Scorpio. That would kind of create that sort of energy. So let's look into this further, actually. Let me just slip this card back in, and we'll try to get some more details on this topic. But yeah, I see a lot of mystery, a lot of not necessarily unpredictable in a bad way, but you are very mysterious, and you're definitely not boring, like if ever, because of, you're basically like the opposite of that energy. Okay, so how do men see group 1, please? How do men see group 1? And you have very mysterious eyes, I'm getting. That's definitely coming across. And possibly like really beautiful skin. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Beautiful skin or hair. Okay, let's see. So we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, clarifying the Fool. We have Page of Rods, clarifying the Moon. Oh yeah, okay, this is painting a picture. We have the Emperor, clarifying Temperance. Okay, and then we have the Lovers. Ooh, okay. So I'm getting that you are very attractive, okay, group 1. Like you are really attractive. Like you have beautiful skin or hair, maybe both. You have very mysterious eyes. Some of you guys have like blue or hazel or like interesting eyes. Maybe they're like cat shaped, okay, like that's kind of what's coming across, especially with the Moon. It's just like, wow, like really, really mysterious. And you chose the cat brooch as well, so you might have like cat shaped eyes or something like that, or something about your face is like not cat shaped, okay, that sounds weird, but like your face has like almost like a cat like appearance, I'm getting, like maybe your bone structure or something. But it is very, very attractive. It's very attractive. And also with the Two of Pentacles and the Fool, I'm getting that you, like I said, you come across as like a jack of all trades, like you have many talents, hidden or otherwise, and you really like, sometimes I think men or masculine energies might see you as a bit of a hustler. Like if you see the Two of Pentacles, like maybe they see you as like constantly doing like a balancing act because you have so many talents, so many opportunities that you want to pursue that you're kind of busy. Like maybe they see you as you're too busy for them because, like I said earlier, you're like really independent, you are mysterious, and you kind of just follow your own intuition or your own instinct. And I am seeing here that you are extremely intuitive with the moon card, and with the page of rods, I'm seeing here that yes, sometimes men tend to see you as a bit intimidating because they can almost tell that, I think maybe they can't like pull a fast one on you or ever like they're a little afraid, I think, to step on your toes because you have really high standards for yourself. With the Emperor card, I'm getting that maybe some of you guys, if you're feminine energy, but you can flip the genders once again, some of you guys might come across like if you're feminine energy as like a daddy's girl, quote unquote, or like maybe your father has, you know, very high standards for you, or maybe you got that from, you know, you got that from your father, maybe you learned that from your father with the Emperor. Some of you guys might even have Capricorn in your astrology, Mars in Capricorn, but I'm really more so getting like that whole like quirky Sagittarian, Aquarius, or maybe even that sort of mysterious Scorpionic energy for a lot of you guys. Maybe even Aries because you know, with the Fool, that's the card of Aries, but definitely a lot of Sagittarian energy, whether you have that in your chart or not. But I am definitely getting that you have very high standards for yourself, and it really shows. It shows. I'm not even kidding, especially with Temperance. Like, you know, I think you come across as like confident, you know your value, and you want a certain, you know, give and take. Like, you're not willing to compromise for what or less than what you deserve, and that definitely comes across. So that's for sure what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's actually, I'm going to be drawing a card from these astrology cards to give you some advice on maybe, I don't know, this could be general advice, this could pertain to the reading, but it could also just be general, so just keep an open mind. So let's see. Okay, this one for some reason wants to be flipped over. Okay, wow, this is definitely interesting. Okay, so we have Neptune Sacrifice. So some of you guys with the Neptune card, I'm getting that maybe you have a tendency to almost sacrifice yourself for your passions. Like you have so many like talents that you want to pursue that sometimes I'm getting that you tend to sort of stray from your personal life because you kind of like throw yourself into your passions. You, like I said, you have this intuition and you, or instinct, to just like do your own thing and to just strive for what you want on an instinctive level, and you don't really let other people like sort of distract you from that path. But sometimes I'm getting that you get lost in your talents, which can be a good thing, right? It can be a positive thing, but I am also getting that sometimes it can be, you know, like maybe some of you guys are artists or you're writers. I'm getting a lot of you guys are artists or writers. You're like you're very, very creative. With Neptune, like I said, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer is coming through again. But like I said, some of you guys are very mysterious, you're very beautiful, you have really interesting eyes. Some Neptune energy would likely do that. But I'm going to be reading a quick passage for you from the book that comes with this astrology deck. So, okay, let's see. Let's look up Neptune. Okay, so that was number 10. Oh, excuse me, actually. I think it's my first time, or one of my first times reading from a book, so bear with me. Okay, so page 52. Okay, so we have the whole idea of compassion is based on a keen awareness of the interdependence of all these living beings, which are all part of one another and all involved with one another, or involved in one another. Okay, so I'm getting that you might have some Neptune in your chart. Okay, so I'm gonna read this for you guys, and it's gonna be a bit quick, but you know, see if it rings a bell or you feel anything, any kind of intuitive energy. Okay, so here we have imagination, escapism, mysticism, divination, other realms, and making contact with higher realms. Communication with ghosts and other spirits, links to the universal mind, the ocean of consciousness, sudden flights of inspiration, artistic ability, the artist's life, self-sacrifice, self-undoing, the creating of illusions, dangerous deceptions, narcotics, alcoholic drinks, toxins and poisons, medicines, the surfacing of allergens, physical ailments you can never get to the root of, the nerves and lymphatic system needing to flee and become of candles. Become more private, not become candles. Sleeping and dreams, the colors blue and violet. Ooh, blue and violet. So maybe your eyes or something. Maybe that's your favorite color. Burning of candles, glamour, television. Okay, so like I said, some of you guys are, you're artists, you're influencers. Maybe you're into theater, you're creative. Maybe you like to write. Television, film, set design, bodies of water, and living or traveling near them. The beach, mimicry and copying others, blending in, being too afraid to leave the fold, feeling overcome or intimidated, feeling mercy and compassion, emotional games and relationships. Okay, so that was really interesting. I mean, you're gonna get different, everyone's gonna get something different from that, so that's all I have for you guys. Feel free to pause the video. I know I went a bit fast at any points in time to maybe sort of slow down and reflect if that helps. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this video resonated with you guys. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to be alerted when I upload new videos. So I will see you guys later. Love and light. Okay, so without further delay, I'm going to be moving into the next group. So here we have group 2. So you've chosen this deck here, and you've chosen this beautiful, sort of like this teal aquamarine color. It's just beautiful earring. Okay, so ooh, went out of focus. Okay, there we go. So all right, let's figure out how to men see you. Actually, group 2, I'm going to be pulling a goddess card, a queen card for you, to get an overview of what kind of energy you give off in general to most people, including men possibly. Ooh, what do you know, one just flung out. Okay, so here we have Queen of New Hope. Interesting, Queen of New Hope. Okay, so I'm getting for you guys that right off the bat that people in general, men included, likely see you as possibly being musical, being creative. Like, you have a lot of optimism. Something about you seems almost naive, but at the same time, like, you bring light into the room. Like, when you walk into a room, some of you guys are empaths. I think you're very intuitive, but mostly you're very, very optimistic. And there's something about you, like, I'm getting that maybe you kind of glow from the inside out, almost like a candle, like in a dark room, like that kind of energy, or like a star, you know what I mean? But there is a lot of serious energy coming from this card. So, okay, let's get into your tarot cards. So how do men see you, group 2? How do men see you? How do men see group 2? Some of you guys are extremely, I don't know why I'm getting, like, at first at least, like, you kind of come across as a damsel in distress, okay? I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what's coming through. So sometimes men might feel like they have to save you or something like that, but that's just, the first impression is what I'm getting. Okay, so here we have, see, Knight of Swords. So they want to come in and save you. You cannot write this, like, you guys come off as like a damsel in distress. They want to come in and sort of like, oh, I'm the hero and I'm gonna save you. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting. But let's look into this further. So we have the Knight of Swords. We have The Page of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to lay out another card and then we'll get further into this energy. Okay, so how do men see group 2? How do men see group 2? Okay. We have the Magician. Okay. Yeah, you guys, bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So right away, I'm seeing that, like I said, you light up a room when you walk into it. You have this energy of just like either bringing blessings or you just seem blessed, like you glow from the inside out. But at the same time, there's this sort of like frail, delicate energy about you that makes you seem like a damsel in distress, or like, you know, like the princess in a movie that needs saving or something like that. And hence we have the Knight of Swords coming in strong with his sword on a horse. So men want to save you. I mean, I don't know what else to say, or how else to put it. They want to save you. They want to like save you from the dragon, or the, you know, if you need help, like they want to help you with everything. For some reason, I'm getting that even if they might not have that much with the Page of Pentacles, they want to give you things. I'm getting that a lot of men want to like give you things. They want to help you. They want to maybe even sometimes buy you gifts when you didn't even ask for the gifts. And I'm not saying that it's necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, I'm getting that sometimes it can be a little bit like confusing, because maybe sometimes like you don't know what their true intention is, or like what they're expecting of you, because, you know, we did get the Two of Pentacles at the bottom, which signifies like a partnership. So like sometimes you might feel like, oh, I'm thankful that you got me this or helped me with this, but at the same time with the Two of Pentacles, it's like, well, you're giving me something, so I know you're expecting something in return. Maybe not always, but, you know, I'm seeing here that sometimes you get a little like about that. With the Magician, I'm getting that you really add a lot of pizzazz, a lot of great energy, like a lot of hope into a lot masculine energies lives, like when you enter their lives, and they can feel it, they can sort of recognize it. Maybe, like I said, there's just like this inner glow that comes out, and I'm getting that a lot of men tend to, like, when they start dating you, or when they know that they have a chance with you or something like that, or even when you like talk to them, they feel like the Magician, like they feel like, okay, like I'm winning at life because she talked to me, because maybe you're very, like I said, you're very like more so than like physically beautiful. You're also probably like physically beautiful, but even more than what trumps that is like your inner glow. It just like comes out, and it's almost like sunshine or like starlight. I'm more so getting like starlight, because the card from earlier, it's like starlight coming out from inside you, basically. Like I mentioned earlier, like a candle in like the darkness or something like that. And men feel like, wow, like she talked to me, she likes me, I get to date her. So they feel like their ego is, you know, being stroked, like their ego inflates. With the Magician, this is the card of Aries. It's also the card of Gemini. With the one, I'm getting like, yeah, with Aries. So they feel like, okay, I'm winning. Whenever like you smile at them, especially, I'm getting that they feel like a winner. Okay, with the Knight of Swords, a lot of men approach you if they have like a hero complex. That's not necessarily bad, but you know, they get, if you look at this card, the Knight of Swords, there is he's on a horse and he has a sword, and he's just very like excited about, oh, okay, I have like a cause, like I have to save her. Okay, so that's the energy that I'm getting. Some of you guys, like I said, this color is coming through, so maybe you just stand out in a room because there's like this inner glow. You have a unique look about you, almost like, I'm getting you have like almost like an exotic look, or a look that stands out, okay, like in a crowd, like I'm also getting that some of you guys, you have either like your eyes or the color of the ocean, or like you stand out, or you have like tan skin, but maybe your eyes are like light or something for your complexion. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what's definitely coming through. Okay, so let's get some more insight. So how do men see you? Oh, wow. Okay, so look at this. So we have the Empress, and then clarifying the Knight of Swords. So yeah, I mean, look at this. You come across as like, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Oh, okay, this is actually an introductory deck, so I'm just gonna, oh, okay. So you come across as like a sort of a Disney princess with the Empress, but also like maybe they feel like, okay, I have to save her, and I also have to give her things because, I don't know, there's some energy, like there's this energy that just pulls them to you as well. I mean, pulls you to them, and then like they want to like give you things, offer you things. It's just this Empress energy. Okay, some of you guys definitely, I'm getting Venus in Pisces, okay? Venus is exalted in Pisces, but with this card, obviously, Venus, so Taurus or Libra. So some of you guys have Taurus or Libra in your astrology, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, maybe even your Mars sign or any other planetary placement, or, you know, Venus in Pisces, because that's definitely exalted. Or maybe you have Venus in Taurus or Libra as well, which would make it exalted, an exalted placement. Okay, so let's get further into this. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, okay. I know this is kind of like an interesting observation, but I'm getting that a lot of the times men want to sort of fight over you, because look at this, Five of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Swords in the beginning, so it's pretty clear as day. Four of Swords. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords to clarify the Magician. And then bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so with the Seven of Wands, they want to like protect you. They want to like defend you. But mostly I think they get kind of, men might tend to get a bit insecure when they're with you, because they feel like, oh, I have to like fend off other masculine energies. Okay, hold on one second, you guys. I'm going to be picking up something that I dropped earlier. Okay. So we have the Four of Swords to clarify the Magician as well. I'm getting that sometimes men might feel a little bit, I'm not saying like tired, but maybe they feel like a little bit like tired of all the attention that you get. Some of you guys are like really beautiful. Maybe you're like a model, maybe you're really sort of like exotic looking, or you could be like an influencer as well. You might be just like strikingly beautiful, and they feel, I think, jealous pretty easily. They feel a bit exhausted or tired from having to sort of, maybe, okay, when you walk in public, maybe a lot of like other men tend to like stare at you, or they notice you, and so I think that they tend to be a bit insecure, and they get a little, I think, maybe exhausted. Not exhausted, I don't know how to say exactly what I'm picking up, but it's more like, okay, so in the beginning, maybe when you first start dating, they feel like this ego inflation. They're like, oh, I'm winning at life. But then like once they start dating you, and then it, you know, the relationship progresses, I'm getting some jealousy, I'm getting some insecurity, and I'm seeing that they get a little tired from like all, not because of you necessarily, but because of all the attention that you got in public. And like we got the Seven of Wands earlier, right? So they feel like they have to sort of like fend off other masculine energies, or they constantly have to like be on, you know, alert or something. Like maybe they're just the jealous type as well, like for some of them. But yeah, like I said, they feel like they have to sort of like fight for your attention with the Five of Swords, and then with the Knight of Swords earlier. So that's definitely painting a pretty clear picture. So I have some astrology cards here. So I'm going to be pulling an astrology card to try to get some advice, because this definitely seems, It's interesting to say the least, an interesting situation. Okay, so here we have the 6th house routine. Okay. Yep. Okay, so Virgo energy. Some of you guys have Virgo in your astrology. Some of you guys might attract a lot of Virgos, which sometimes, because of all the Mercury in their astrology, Virgo masculine or feminine energies tend to maybe suffer from anxiety a little bit. So they, or this could be you as well. I'm getting that maybe you tend to sort of criticize yourself a lot, maybe because of the situations that sort of arise around you from your energy, you know, being really magnetic, and then having maybe like attracting either insecure partners who, you know, want their ego boosted, or maybe like for some reason you keep finding yourself in situations, or a lot of the time, it doesn't necessarily have to be like totally negative, but maybe you find yourself in situations where there's a lot of jealousy with your partner or something like that, or okay, so I'm getting that as well. I'm getting a lot of heavy energy with the 4 of Swords, like maybe that's something you had to deal with in the past a lot. Maybe you're the one who's exhausted. Okay, that's another insight. Actually, maybe you're the one who's exhausted from being in those situations with the 4 of Swords. Because I got like this sort of like heavy energy just now, like, whew, okay. And then with the 6th house. So yeah, don't be critical of yourself. Don't beat yourself up. And I'm getting that some of you guys might suffer from anxiety because maybe you do attract a lot of attention or drama, or just like, you know, the scenarios that I mentioned previously. Okay, so I'm going to be reading you a passage from the accompanying book to these cards. Okay, so we have 36th house routine. So this is just going to maybe give you some insight into how you can further deal with this, or this could even be like a general sort of general information that maybe sparks something. Okay, so here we have the body is a sacred garment. Okay, so some of you guys, you need to like take care of yourself. This isn't necessarily just physically, but emotionally as well, when you find yourself in situations that might be a bit draining. Okay, so I'm going to be reading you this. Okay, so your job, how you work and what you are working on, responsibility, duties, diligence, volunteer work, making sure all details are covered, looking at the small things, even trivialities. Okay. Organization, making sure everything is in the right order, analyzing the situation, efficiency, productivity, the body's condition, digestive disorders, the colon, stomach, and esophagus, health foods, and medicines and healing. Health foods and diet. A focus on physical, mental, and spiritual healing, alternative medicines and healing modalities, forming plans, keeping matters in order, medical buildings, hospitals and nursing homes, doctors, shamanism, nature, cleanliness, antiseptics, purification. The color is brown, tan, green, off-white, keeping the books, numbers and letters, studying, learning, books, bookwork, libraries, editing, being alone, logic, small factors. Okay, so I'm basically getting here that some of you guys tend to sort of lose yourself in these stressful situations that you might find yourself in because, you know, everybody wants to save you, or like people want to, you know, sort of fight over you, cause drama. Maybe there's a lot of, like I said, insecurity in your partners, and then that's kind of exhausting to you. And so that might actually, if you don't like take care of yourself, like physically and emotionally, mentally, you know, spiritually, I'm getting that it could lead to some health problems. So this is just really saying, like, just be aware of that and make sure that you, I guess, deal with everything. Don't be critical of yourself. Don't blame yourself, because sometimes with 6th house energy, that's something that can definitely come about, is overanalyzing, like, you know, yourself, basically like picking yourself apart, and then stress as well. So it's really just saying, like, be wary of that, be aware, and you know, check it before it becomes a problem, or if you notice that it's becoming a problem. Okay, so like, comment, subscribe, group 2, share if this resonated with you, and I just want to remind you guys to hit that notification bell to be alerted when I upload new videos. So I will see you guys later. Love and light. So I'm going to be moving straight into group 3. Okay, so group 3, we have this deck here that you've chosen, and then you've also chosen these red shoes. Okay, so let's get into this. So before I look at your tarot, I'm going to be pulling a card from this deck, which is the Queen, I believe they're Queen cards. This one wants to definitely come out. Okay, so we have Queen of Insecurities. Interesting. Okay, so Queen of Insecurities. I'm going to be pulling another one because, I don't know, somehow this one just seems like it's not full of that much information for me to work with. Oh, okay. Queen of Ancestors. Okay. So some of you guys might have like Native American ancestry, or even if you're not Native American, or maybe like Norse ancestry, like maybe you come from a line of people who honor their ancestors, and I'm getting that your family, your lineage has a lot of impact on the way that you present yourself. And this is beautiful. I mean, look at this card. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. Honoring your ancestry, your lineage, your family. But at the same time, I'm getting with the Queen of Insecurities that on the flip side, sometimes this can make you a bit hypercritical, or maybe a little insecure in the way you come across. But I'm really more so picking up that this isn't necessarily coming from you entirely, or any fault of yours, but more so from just what you feel like, oh, this is what's expected of me. But okay, let's get into your reading. These cards might actually come into play later, so I'm going to set these aside here, and then let's get more into your reading, group 3. So how do men see you, group 3? Let's see. How do men see group 3, please? 6 of Cups. Okay, let me just focus. Okay, so we've got 6 of Cups. We've got oh wow, we have Ace of Cups. A lot of Cups energy. So some of you guys might have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces in your astrology. Ooh, I have all these cards flying out. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have Strength. Okay, I'm going to be picking up a card that fell just now. Let's see. Okay, we also have the 6 of Swords. And then this one also fell out. We have the 3 of Wands. Oh, wow. Okay, you guys. So how do men see you, group 3? Okay, so I'm seeing here that group 3, I don't know if you've heard of the term girls next door, or excuse me, girl next door, but I'm getting that you kind of have like a girl next door vibe with the 6 of Cups. Or maybe they see you a lot of the time, men might see you as a type who, like maybe they had a crush on someone like you when they were younger, or like you have like this girl next door energy where you come across as like the type that might have like lived next door, and maybe they had a crush on somebody who lived next door who like reminds them of you with the 6 of Cups. I'm getting that with the Ace of Cups, that they see you as someone who they want to like settle down with. Like you're the type that's very like wholesome. With the Ace of Cups, you're very nurturing, you're very in tune with your emotions, you're very giving. But I'm also seeing that they want to like give to you, like give you the like everything beautiful and good with the Ace of Cups. That's a lot of the time I'm seeing here that that's their intention. The 6 of Swords, I'm getting that they do see you as having these insecurities that I mentioned earlier, because of maybe, this could be not necessarily your family, but maybe like your life experiences that you've had in the past that gave you a little bit of emotional, not like trauma necessarily, it could be, but it's just like, you know, it affected you emotionally. And I'm seeing here that a lot of the time, with the Three of Wands, I think men see you as, you have insecurities, but you're still very like, you're still confident with the Three of Wands. Like maybe you have fire in your astrology, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but also water is coming through. So like Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You might have Leo moon, Leo in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or even your Mars sign, or anywhere in your planetary placements. You guys are come across as like very strong, like you have like really strong values, especially with the ancestry card and then the strength card. Some of you guys might look really good in the color red. Maybe you have like a fiery personality. You maybe look really good in like red lipstick, the color red. Maybe you have like reddish hairs or like reddish highlights or something with the color red is definitely coming through. Mars is coming through, so you might actually be the type who is very passionate, and I think that's how you come across as well, as like really passionate. But you're also very in tune with your emotions. Despite your insecurities, you come across as like super confident. And like I said, girl next door is the way men usually see you. As like, you know, like the girl who could like live next door, or maybe like you almost come across as like a family friend, like someone that they have really soft feelings for, that they want to like offer you, like settle down with you, basically. Like you seem like a nice girl who they want to like settle down with. Okay, with the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Dove, which is like everything that's like pure and good and like beautiful. And I'm getting with the Six of Swords, they definitely want to offer you support if they do see insecurities in you. That's what I'm getting. Like maybe they want to help you become more confident is also what I'm getting. But they also see like maybe you have two sides to you. You might have some Gemini in your astrology, or Libra, Gemini, Libra, or Pisces. So like a double astrological sign. But they're seeing that you are super confident, but on the other hand, you have your insecurities. You have your like emotional sort of side as well, even though you come across as maybe like super confident and super fiery on the outside. Like I said, a lot of you guys have fire or water, or like a good balance of both. Fire once again being Aries, Sag, Leo, and then water being Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. But I'm getting a lot of Mars, so Scorpio and Aries, and also Leo with the strength card. So some of you guys might have Mars in Aries, Mars in Scorpio, or even Mars in Leo, or maybe you just have like maybe your sun Leo, or you have Leo in your astrology, which would make you really passionate, really confident, and sort of like fiery energy. And I'm seeing here that they see that as like very sexy and like sensual, but at the same time like they see you as like really trustworthy, really loyal, and like the type that they would like settle down with if that was an option. And also they see you as someone that they want to sort of heal when it comes to your insecurities. That's also what I'm getting. So let's get further into this. So let's get some more information. So how do men see you? Group 3. How do men see you? Beyond what we just looked at here. Yeah, some of you guys I'm getting, you got a lot of Mars in your astrology. Scorpio, Aries, but fire sign energy, so Leo, Sag could also be the case, either in your moon, but like I said, anywhere in your astrology, sun, moon, Mars, rising, Venus, maybe even Jupiter. And for some reason I'm getting like, yeah, like I said, Mars energy is coming through really strongly. Okay, so we have the moon card. Scorpio coming through again. Pisces, Cancer as well, but I'm getting so much Scorpio. This could, but for some reason I'm getting that this isn't necessarily in your sun, moon, rising. It could be somewhere hidden in your chart, or not hidden, but like somewhere that you don't realize or that you don't really pay attention to, which is like your Mars sign. It could be like, it could be anywhere in your 12 houses as well. Okay. We have the Death card, Scorpio again. This is the card of Scorpio. So I'm getting, if you guys don't have Scorpio placements that you know of, check your astrology, check all of your 12 houses, because some of you guys have either Scorpio or like a scorpionic energy, or like really strong Mars. So Aries also coming through, or maybe even Capricorn, because Mars is very exalted in Capricorn. So you could have Mars in Capricorn, or you could just be a Capricorn as well. Okay, that's what's coming through really strongly, Cap energy. Okay, so let's see what else we have, and I will interpret. Temperance. Okay, Sagittarius. And then bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit, the card of Virgo. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of you, for a lot of you guys, you may seem like the girl next door at first, and like you seem so like, you know, loving, very almost like naive, very like trustworthy, like you're very like what you see is what you get, like that kind of energy. Fire, okay, we'll do that as well. When you have a lot of fire in your astrology, like that's the type of energy that comes through. However, there's this other side to you with the moon that they might not realize at first, that is more, not dark, I don't want to say dark, more intense. Okay, it's more intense, it's more hidden, it's more mysterious. There's this other side to you, like even if you come across as like a, you know, a nice, good person, like maybe there's this other side to you that's a little bit more, not wild, okay, I'm not gonna say wild, but maybe more like sensual, more mysterious, more magnetic, that only comes out at certain points, like when a masculine energy like gets to know you and you like finally like open up. I'm getting that this is like a hidden side that comes out, and it's not necessarily bad. This might even be actually very attractive. I'm seeing that it could be very attractive. And then we have the Death card, which is another card. This is a card of Scorpio again. I'm getting that sometimes when you date someone, even if it's just for a short while, without knowing it, you impact their life in like such a strong way, and you don't even know, or they might not even tell you or ever like show you that that's what happened. But I'm getting that for a lot of you guys, that's what happens. With the scorpionic energy, they might, a lot of times I'm getting that men might tend to see you as being very like simple, like she's, you know, what you see is what you get. She's very like a good person, and very like, I don't want to say predictable, but a little maybe predictable, but not necessarily in a bad way. Like you're very stable is what I want to say, or you come across as very stable. But like I said, there's this hidden side to you, this wild side that is very mysterious. It's like magnetic. You're way more intense on the inside than you come across on the outside. Okay, like some of you guys might even like taking risks, not necessarily like in a compulsive way, but maybe like you like to do like things that are exciting. You might have a more exciting personality that's sort of like hidden though, you know, like wild, not necessarily like wild and crazy, but I mean like, you know, wild on the inside, that might not be really visible on the surface. And then with the Death card, like I said, like you almost like transform people, I'm getting, and since this is the topic here is more about masculine energies and their perspective, I think you tend to change their lives a lot of the times due to this sort of hidden side of yourself that's not apparent on the surface at first. And then with the Temperance card, I think a lot of masculine energy see you as being very balanced. You bring balance to their lives, and a bit of excitement that they might not have expected completely at first, because Temperance is the card of Sagittarius, and Sagittarians are all about being wild and free and kind of unpredictable sometimes, because they like to, you know, try like everything at least once. And this is the type of energy, like I said, that kind of hidden. Like they don't necessarily see that about you at first, but then they get to know you and they're like, wow, like she's very adventurous, like she always wants to like try new things. And it's very like almost like they never met anyone like you, especially with the Death card. It's just like, wow, like this is just entering into like this other, I don't want to say other world, but definitely definitely it's unexpected. It's unexpected, and they definitely weren't expecting that, that's for sure. And especially with the Hermit, I'm getting here that you tend to bring sort of a bit of excitement or like cheer into people's lives in general, when they're feeling a little bit down in the dumps, a little bit forlorn, I guess you could say, a little bit sort of like this energy of the Hermit, who's sort of like wandering alone. You have a lot of strength. There's so much fire in you. There's so much fire in life. And like I said, there's so much of that a lot of it doesn't even come across at first because it's like hidden. But you're like way more intense, and you have so much like fire inside of you that's not even apparent on the surface at first. And then it comes out, and it changes the other person's life who wasn't expecting this at all. And also in the end, I'm seeing that they become more confident from knowing you or dating you or whatever the situation is. And I'm getting here that you're like a wild card. Like a lot of things that they weren't expecting, they figure out maybe later, or maybe even they intuitively pick up. And I'm getting that it's exciting. And like I said, it's almost like I'm getting this energy of like a candle, like a candle, or like a flame, okay, is what I'm getting, like a bonfire. So like I said, some of you guys might have reddish hairs, or you look really, really good in red. So red lipstick, red, just red, the color red. Red is coming through for some reason. So you're very passionate is what I'm getting. And you've also chosen the red shoes. And I don't want to discount that you might actually be really passionate about your career as well. And that comes through because, like I said, we got Capricorn energy earlier, right? And Capricorns are all about their career achievement. So you might be passionate about what you achieve, or like certain milestones that you want to get to in life, whether that's career related or not. And that definitely comes through. It's that sort of like fire for ambition, whether that's career or maybe even outside of your career. Okay, so I have these astrology cards here, so I'm going to be pulling a card. Okay, so we have Yod, Destiny. Okay, so I'm going to be reading you a passage here, but looking at this, okay, you know how I was just talking about Capricorn? For some reason, Capricorn was coming through again. So there's a lot of like passion here, I think, for like all areas of your life. Oh my gosh, the bottom of the deck, we have fire. Okay, so there's a lot of like that fire, whether you have fire in your astrology or not, there's just a lot of fire. I'm getting like more under the surface than is even on this noticeable on the surface, which you already have like this fire energy, but it's like even more intense under the hood is what I'm getting. Like, wow, it's intense. But I'm going to be reading you a passage from the book, the accompanying book. So let's see. Okay, so we have Yod, Destiny. Okay, let me find the page, and this is really just to see if it rings a bell, or maybe gives you some insight, or helps you to pick on something. Pick up on something that you might not realize. So here we have Yod, Destiny. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. Yeah, okay, so there's something just that is unexpected about you. Like, you may seem like just kind of maybe a little bit predictable, but like someone that like men want to like settle down with, or like, you know, what you see is what you get. Like, you're very like confident, but at the same time, like it's just, you're fiery, but it's like that level of intensity that comes from inside isn't necessarily apparent at first, and it's like very wild, it's very transformative, and it's just, it's life changing. Like, people, after people get to know you, I'm getting that you inspire them in a way that is seldom experienced through other people. Okay, so here we have needing to make adjustments, being inventive, being unique, having a special purpose, trusting all will work out as it is meant to, the eventual success of destiny and fate, even amongst chaos, self-examination and discovery after a period of confusion, missed opportunities, increased awareness, humility, being shown factors you're currently blind to, making up your mind, making a choice, learning from adjustment, and flowing with the change. A conduit of energy, profound blocks, stop and start motions. It is best not to force the issue at this time, as there is fate involved. Allow matters to unfold before acting, bringing everything together, answering the call as the ordinary life is released into the spiritual. Okay, so with this card, I wasn't sure, entirely sure what I meant earlier, but I did get, you have a lot of fire, you have a lot of ambition, you have a lot of just this intensity inside you that I'm getting that is sometimes a little bit difficult to maybe even control. But this is just maybe advice, telling you like general advice, I guess, but maybe even pertaining to the topic, to figure out a good outlet for this Mars or fire energy, whatever pertains to your astrology, whether it's like finding a creative outlet, or maybe multiple creative outlets. I'm getting here, some of you guys can burn off that like intensity, fire, Mars, whatever energy that is, through maybe more exercise, or like some kind of something that just like burns energy, whether it's like, you know, emotionally, mentally, physically, like, or not emotionally, excuse me, mentally or physically. So a new hobby that kind of helps you just get like lost in a state of sort of burning off that intensity, or like a physical activity as well can help you burn off like that sort of like Mars, or that sort of like intense fire, or whatever it is that you feel is stirring inside you, and picking up. It's there, and it's also saying don't rush don't rush it or be hard on yourself if you have certain emotions or certain ambitions or certain dreams that you feel like aren't moving fast enough. Like I said, I'm getting like I got Mars earlier, like Mars in Capricorn, Mars, Aries, Scorpio, or fire, Aries, Sag, Leo. But I'm definitely getting Capricorn as well on your astrology, so you might want to read up as well on like that Capricornian energy, or even Mars energy, and go from there. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this video resonated with you guys, and I want to remind you guys to don't forget to hit that notification bell to let you know when I upload new videos. So I'll see you guys later. Love and light.